The Australian Pesticides and Veterinary Medicines Authority is a Commonwealth agency that sets the instructions for the safe and effective use of pesticides. These conditions are set out on the product labels. States and territories administer legislation which gives legal effect to the instructions on product labels. Key elements in control of use legislation are following the label. Some products are accessed only by authorised persons. There's also a general duty of care, and there can be offences involving damage to crops and so forth. The spray applicator is primarily responsible, but other parties who influence the application process may also be accountable. It ensures that the operator reads the label instructions. The operator needs to be aware of sensitive areas like neighbours, waterways, sensitive crops. He also has to take account of the weather conditions at the time. The operator must ensure that the application equipment is suitable for task and well maintained. The applicator must ensure that the spray equipment is accurately calibrated. It is important that the operator of the equipment is adequately trained in its use. In 2010, the APVMA introduced a new policy on managing spray drift. This applies to new products registered since 2010. It requires more detailed instructions on how to manage spray drift, including mandatory downwind buffer zones. The policy provides for the recognition of drift reduction technologies to reduce the size of mandatory no-spray zones. Current research aims to provide data to support the recognition of drift reduction technologies.
Well, spray drift is essentially the movement of droplets through the air away from their intended target point, usually at the time of application. Well, it's very important for a grape grower to care. First and foremost, of course, material that moves away from its intended target area is wasted and is lost, and that's inefficient and it's not productive. Secondly, all applicators have responsibility, a duty of care to their neighbours and the environment. Well, back in 2010 there was a formation of a working group called the National Working Party for Pesticide Applications, and the industry through Grape and Wine Research and Development Corporation is contributing to that group and participating with that group. The Working Party is aiming to do a number of things. Firstly, it's facilitating research that can help better understand spray application and in particular the technologies that reduce spray drift. Secondly, it's also facilitating, encouraging the extension of that information back to industry stakeholders, including, most importantly, growers. And finally, it's helping to provide a mechanism so that the good practice undertaken by growers can be implemented by industry and indeed recognised by the regulatory system. The Grape and Wine Research and Development Corporation is contributing to this important initiative by being a participant and active member on the Executive Committee of the National Working Party on Pesticide Applications. It's also coordinating research programs that are investigating spray drift application and looking at ways in which new technologies can be adopted by growers. In addition, this research is also looking at adjuvants, nozzles and other technology that has the potential to reduce spray drift.